Hello my friends and welcome to Innisphere Wars. It is another match between MagMalloy from MagMalloy's perspective, and it is against Greyson. Greyson, as we know, is the glorious leader of the Free Worlds League, and MagMalloy here is representing the Capellan Confederation. This is his first appearance on this channel, so I don't know anything about his abilities or skill. So this should be interesting. Hopefully it's interesting. Let's see what happens. Just the video format is slightly weird for this video, so I've just tried to get it as good as I can. We are dealing with some diverse recording equipment and computers here. Okay, so this is a landing zone operation. So in Innisphere War terms, that means that the Capellan Confederation is trying to establish a landing zone to attack a Free Worlds League planet, and they are trying to deny that right now. So the Free Worlds League is the defending side. Just waiting to see what will happen. Oh, better not touch the I better not touch the picture. This video, for some reason, has got two giant black borders, so I've just tried to hide them as best I can, but it does obscure my view a little bit, so... Anyway, the cicada is not going to be doing anything interesting, I'm sure.
I've got a sensor lock.
There we go, it's almost perfect. And the fight hasn't really started yet, so I'm okay. Quick draw, cicada, and I'm not sure what the other mech is yet. If you guys have already seen it, then you know more than me right now. Wow, the action is kicking off quickly here as the Quick Draw uses its LRM-10 to bombard this blackjack, which is the high-tech laser one.
Ready to rock.
It's a pair of Quick Draws. Quick Draw D and Quick Draw Dumb. This is a very aggressive play here by Greyson. Wow, he was lucky to get a headshot there. Will that be a factor? I don't know yet. Well, all to play for at the moment, and this is going to be a knife fight very quickly. Okay, Centurion. Another good little brawler. The Blackjack is more of a sniper and probably shouldn't be on the front line because it's quite soft, but we'll see. It can brawl, it's got medium lasers, but the problem is that once those fragile arms pop, it becomes defenseless very quickly. So after the previous fight, which was a long time of nothing happening, we have literally cut straight into knives outside the pub here. So this will be good. This should be good. I'll drink to that. I wonder what the third mech is. A Centurion and a Blackjack. Pretty good, but no match for two Quick Draws played well. So what's the third man? Because Greyson's third man is a turkey, and let me tell you, that is an absolute pile of garbage on legs. So if he's got another medium, I fancy his chances. Alright, the blackjack has gone for a full alpha on the turkey. But only managed to land one hit. I'm not sure how I feel about that move, to be honest. I don't even consider the cicada to be a threat. Something that can be ignored while you deal with something more dangerous. I mean, sure, it scouts you. But I mean, look at this quick draw here, he's got no evasion. If you were going to dump a full alpha in, why not shoot at that? Well, maybe I'm being overly critical here. Let's see what else he's got. A pair of large lasers, and it's 45 tons, so it's another laser blackjack. So we got 2 laser blackjacks and a Centurion against arguably 2 better mechs in the quick draw. But Greyson here is hamstrung by the turkey which he brought, and it's not even Christmas. Well, it can still get 4 evasion tokens moving, so I suppose that's nice. I'm not sure if you really want to target the Centurion there. He hit the shield arm, and also you have the much softer, much more vulnerable to disarmament. Disarmament. Blackjack. Genuine disarmament. As in the arms are removed and it doesn't have any weapons anymore. That was quite a damage spread there. Now, to be fair, the Centurion is not extremely tough, so I mean, if he does want to bring it down, he will be able to. I just feel like here I would be, if at all possible, trying to target the arms on the blackjack to remove weapons from the field. And it seems like Greyson here is really fantastically aggressively pursuing the kill on the Centurion. That's gonna hurt. Wow, that's all his heat used. Now, one thing about these quick draws is, with 6 jump jets, they could jump behind these blackjacks and shoot them in the back. When I play single player against the AI, I often shoot at the front of one mech while I'm moving to jump jet behind another one. And then the one that I haven't touched at all, I'll jump jet behind it and shoot it in the back. And the idea behind that is I don't want to waste any firepower. So if I'm going to kill a mech through the front, then that's my plan. Ooh, nasty. And I will attempt for the flank on something that's got full frontal armor. He's gone for the turkey here, which is fine, but you know, it's not a great mech. It's not going to do anything apart from be an absolute pest. If he can start ripping weapons off the quick draws, that would be a better use of his time and firepower, I think. But man, these two boys are they're just at each other's throats, so 60-second term timers, I believe. Gotta go fast. Ooh. Then again, it's not difficult to destroy parts of the cicada, to be fair. I have had a talk with the Innisphere maps, Innisphere map, got that on the brain. Innisphere Wars guys, and they are going to try and do 60-second battles as much as possible. Some have even started doing 30-second battles to really crank up the pressure. So this should lead to more exciting games. Ooh. I mean, this cicada will soon be dead, which is fine. But I just wonder if that 300 damage might have been better spent on one of these two quick draws, which are the real threat here. And the thing is, he's starting to get close enough to jump jet behind, if he wished. If he so wished here, he could jump behind that blackjack. I'm pretty certain that he could jump behind it and unload into its back. And maybe he overheats, but maybe he gets the kill. So, alright, he's going to waddle in. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but okay. It is a heat neutral move. Oh, another headshot. That's 2 headshots. So now that could really be a factor. This Centurion could suffer from a pilot fatality. I mean, this is a good move. I'm not sure it's the move I would make, but it's you know, it's fair enough to just keep unloading into the front of this boy. Alright, that's 3 injuries the Centurion has taken. Now I think it's really a possibility that the Centurion dies from injury, if it's either knocked down or the side is destroyed. However, the core is also revealed, so it could potentially be killed that way as well. Well, the Centurion with 1 evasion token seems like a tempting target. Oof. The turkey has been put out of its misery. But in the time he was busy killing the turkey, which is honestly not a threat, at least not in this knife fight, Greyson here has been putting the boot into his Centurion, which is far more important a unit. And both quick draws are in position to jump jet behind these blackjacks and destroy them from the rear, if they wished. The blackjack will not escape a quick draw. In a previous fight, we saw a quick draw, and a blackjack fight, and I said that the quick draw should have gone after it and interdicted it. And that's because on paper, the quick draw should win this fight pretty easily by simply jumping behind the blackjack. Or bracing if it can't. Because they're too slow to get away. They've only got 4 jump jets and the quick draw's got 6. So there is no way that the blackjack escapes being rear struck by a quick draw. And it has enough alpha to really put the hurt in. Alright, that was some pretty severe damage to the leg there. Not necessarily good damage to get, but a knockdown could be very powerful. Alright, he's going for a melee. That has no chance to kill. Oh, but it did damage to CT, which is the best outcome he could have hoped for. I presume he's going to use this as a cooldown turn. But once again, that was the quick draw that was in range to jump behind the blackjack. So I feel like opportunity missed again. I really am. I feel like I'm watching the equivalent of a pub fight here, and people are just getting smashed with bottles. I love it though. Evidently feeling the pressure of the 60-second turn timers. Still, 60 seconds is a lot of time, or I think it's a lot of time. It's far more time than I take per turn in my single-player campaigns. So maybe there isn't such a rush to take your moves here. Possibly think about them just a little bit more. Both parties have got really severe exposure in this battle. Both could potentially be shot in the back very easily. Now that's a good move, because if the quick draws chase after it, then they're potentially opening up their backs to being lasered by the blackjacks. And a pair of blackjacks have got a lot of alpha. They could just jump in laser a quick draw to death or remove all of its weapons if they get behind. The balance of power in quick draw versus blackjack favours the quick draw, but nevertheless, any mech that can get a clear shot on your ass is a big threat. Well, unless it's a cicada. Ooh, nice hits. And once again, that weak leg is being targeted here.
Mech is coming apart around me.
Now, one thing about the knockdown, of course, is that it will remove the bracing, so there would be potential for severe follow-up. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. All the shots went into the side, but none of them hit the leg.
Yes, Commander.
Still, so far so good on the damage. Alright, now this is where the quick draw uses its amazing jump potential. This is what I thought he should have done to the blackjack. Is just jump behind it.
Target down.
Oh, that's a good kill. Still, the quick draw has paid the blood price for that kill. To some degree. The whole side is really badly hurt, and that could lead to an easy kill. He's jumping back. I'm not sure that's a good idea. The blackjacks are superior at long range. A pair of large lasers will put 80 damage out to long range, and I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit here because it sounds quite loud to me at least. The quick draws have only got 40 long range damage with their LRM 10 pack. I don't think the quick draws should be trying to make this a fight of range, because the blackjacks will love that. I'm not sure it was wise to take a shot there, personally. Maybe it was time to jump and cool. Because the quick draws are like really spread apart right now. If the blackjacks sort of jump away to cool off and then pick away with their large lasers, the quick draws will be forced to try and come after the blackjacks. And if the quick draws have to jump to close the distance, then that's gonna, you know, cost them a lot of heat that they can't really afford. I don't understand Greyson's thought process here as to why he wants to put distance between him and MagMalloy. He has the inferior long-range capability. I feel that's probably a good shot, actually. Real opportunity to take the arm off there. A full alpha onto a 2-token blackjack in the open, no cover. Could potentially knock the arm off. I mean, he got some damage on the arm there, but I feel like he actually could have pushed forward, full alpha'd, taken a little bit of heat damage, and ripped that arm clean off. Which, since all the firepower in the blackjack's in the arms, that's 1/4 of his total firepower would be immediately removed. So weird to watch blackjacks chasing after quick draws when the blackjack is the superior long range combatant and the quick draw is the superior short range one. Although this may be part of a push to isolate this quick draw by itself, pick it off. obviously 2 blackjacks have got better brawling capability than 1 quick draw. So potentially leaving the other quick draw in the dirt might be a good idea. So much jumping going on here. The heat investment is very severe. If I was Greyson here, I would sprint that other quick draw through the center of the map. And sprinting will obviously, you know, that will be a cooldown turn because you won't fire. Set up the superior position for next turn. It's like he's just trying to exhaust his LRMs before he engages. But I do feel like this strategy opens him up to potentially taking more damage in return from the large lasers, which are never going to run out of ammunition. So okay, what happens next? If I was the blackjacks here, I'd just probably reserve. One large laser, so he's going to cool down here, I think. I think jump jets plus large laser will result in a cooldown. It does have quite good heat sinks. One thing about the blackjacks, they do have quite good sustain. They do have a lot of heat sinks, as far as I'm aware. I can't remember how many off the top of my head, but I think it's like 6 or 8 or something like that. So Greyson might find himself in trouble because the blackjacks have got better sustain. Oh, he's going for a melee, okay. Let's see what he gets. It's okay, but I think both blackjacks are now in a position to jump behind that quick draw and shoot it in the back, which could possibly inflict dark and terrible damage to it. And we know that in the grim darkness of showing your back to the future, there is only the knife. Okay, it's not a bad shot. That's what I would have been going for earlier. Try and get the arms off these blackjacks. Go for the armament. Actually, I kind of want to see Greyson win a fight, actually, because I believe in all the battles we've seen him play, he's actually lost. So I hope he does well. Ooh, ow, nasty. Jesus, this quick draw is in so much leg trouble that a couple of shots in just the right place could really end it. No one's going for the back shots. This is what surprises me. So many opportunities to do so. Oof. This quick draw is so close to being mobility killed right now. Very nice angling from MagMalloy here. Although I would have potentially gone for some slightly different moves to more aggressively destroy the quick draw. This is solid plays to constantly focus on the side shots here and constantly chip away at these legs. He still has most of his jump jets though, so I mean, he's still actually highly mobile. Yeah, I'm not sure about that move. Felt a bit weak. I would have been tempted to jump away and brace. Opportunity to cool down. You're not going to get much damage done after being knocked down because of the penalty that you take for being put on your ass. Okay. Missile harassment continues, but I'm not sure how much that accomplishes in the long run. I think MagMalloy here has an opportunity to mobility kill this quick draw because it's so close to the front line. Oh, he's going for melee with blackjacks.
I'm taking internal damage.
That confuses me. I mean, is it a method to try and cool down? But he's not actually that hot. Oh, precision strike. Right leg. And he did hit it.
Big hit, that was a big hit.
I feel like if he'd used his other mech to get the angle on the leg, he might have got it.
I'm here.
There's got to be a rear shot there, right? I mean, there's always a rear shot. You've got jump jets. This is the first time witnessing it happen, though. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Wow, that was really bad luck.
Keep an eye on my feet, Commander.
That was actually really bad luck. He didn't really get any hits on the rear center at all, despite the 42 or 46% chance. See, this quick draw could have potentially... Do you know what? If he DFAs it, he might knock him down. Oh, nice hit. There goes half the weapons.
Reporting. Critical hit. Reporting. Serious armor loss.
There is a genuine level of potential to disarm blackjacks quite easily because of their fragile arm weapon placement. This is one glorious mess of a fight. Really. Not even sure what to think of it.
I'm hit.
Okay. I mean, it's damage done. Is it impactful? Not quite sure it is. Right this minute. Why the melee? I guess because he's running so hot. Just shoot the other arm, right? You shoot the other arm and you remove the weapons. Then you go after the other one. He's going for the kill. But I actually feel like he could have gotten the weapons and just taken a bit more time to deal with this blackjack. After all, once the weapons are gone, the blackjack is... its melee capability leaves a lot to be desired. A hell of a lot. And if he was jumping away now, with no weapons, you wouldn't care, right? Oof, that hurt.
Reporting. Internal damage.
There's no way to keep this quick draw alive. Does it make sense to move that blackjack now? There goes the 4 evasion tokens you built up. Oof.
Can't take many more of those.
Well, now that it's moved, it's much easier to hit. But I presume that Greyson is about to lose his first quick draw here. Yeah, I think that's the end. Greyson can still win this. Just shoot the crippled blackjack, shoot it to death on this turn, and then it's your quick draw against his blackjack. And while you've taken slightly more damage, you might still win. See if you can find a way to sneak off somewhere and cool yourself down. You can't afford to be Ginger right now. You need to unload onto this mech and destroy it. That's not going to be enough. Unless he gets super lucky. No. Now he's going to re-establish his defense. Surprised he's attacking, but then again, the mech in question is a one-shot no matter what, so fair enough. I might have been tempted to retreat it back to the water or something and try and snipe from there with my one large laser, while trying to avoid death. Once again with the side shots, and since he DFA'd earlier, those legs, they do make for juicy targets. Jump again. If he is going to jump around all the time, perhaps Greyson should consider jumping towards the water. Really? One laser? Okay. You know, if he was winning like 4-0 right now, or 4-3 or something, I would suggest that he was playing with his food, but evidently not. It's such a... It's a cacophony of mistakes, but both players are making them, so it's making for a really gripping match. Okay, this is the healthy blackjack. MagMalloy's hopes lie on this blackjack getting the job done. Just try to chip at him with these large lasers, which is fair enough. It's not like Greyson can realistically do much without doing internal damage to himself. Alright, this is an even worse shot than last time. What am I watching? What am I watching? Madness reigns. One thing that MagMalloy could do here is move his blackjack onto that high ground. Ooh, nice hit. Wow, a headshot. Nice headshot. Six HP. Ooh, and the legs are really in a bad way right now. And this DFA would never have happened if Greyson had just alpha struck this blackjack when he had the clean shot on it. He would have taken some heat damage, but this blackjack would have been dead, and that DFA would never have happened. Oh, but he has discovered the high ground, which is what I was suggesting that MagMalloy would probably be advantaged by. I'm not sure he can really afford to jump here either, because he's so unstable. Is it really wise to preserve his instability right now? Oh, it's so ginger. 9 HP. Like 4 or 5 opportunities to kill this mech have been, I don't want to use the word squandered because it seems a bit harsh, but they have been squandered. Oof. He DFA'd again and sacrificed it. That is the thirst to win right there. You know, a cold shot on the head or legs could potentially end this match here and now. I'd be tempted to go for the legs because it's always the safer, easier option. Oh, he went for CT. I don't know how I feel about that because that was the most armoured area by a long way. Arise, so quick draw. He still has all his weapons. He could still do this. If he jumps behind the blackjack. No, I think. I almost feel like that's a I surrender move there. That said, his weapon accuracy would have been terrible because he'd be knocked down. So maybe that's okay. A rear shot here is actually not good because the rear armor has not been touched. So in effect it's extra hit points. Might as well carry on shooting at the front. The rear armor is actually in mint condition. Oh, but the leg has taken another hit. I don't know how much health he's got left in those legs, but it can't be much. Yes! That's what you should have been aiming for the start. Yes! Go! 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 Jump quick draws behind blackjacks, and then unload everything you have into his back. Although the hit chances are not so great. Probably largely because this mech is completely ruined. Actually, that's got nothing to do with chance to hit, but I like to think it's like that. Ooh. Fisticuffs. Just totally random fisticuffs. Okay, yeah, rear shot, let's go. Now that is a beautiful shot. Give him everything you got. Everything! Give him everything! I guess he can't risk overheating now, actually. Now, Blackjack is in danger of losing his weapons now. But he has more mobility than the Quick Draw. The Quick Draw has lost several of its jump jets. it can no longer brag of having the additional mobility. Oof. There goes that leg. However, a couple of shots are wasted on the rear armor, which is pretty much gone now. Not often we talk about shots being wasted on the rear armor, but when the front armor is completely gone, it makes no sense to shoot at the back anymore.
I got you.
Waddle.
My mech is limping.
I think Greyson is done and dusted here, but he's not going down without fighting to the bitter end. MagMalloy could just jump away and pick at him with his large lasers, and I don't think that this quick draw could do anything about it. But interestingly, he is going for another back attack. Ouch, ouch. Oof, and another jump jet's gone.
I got in for trouble here.
Do you get a draw if you DFA and you kill him? You also kill yourself. Does that result in a draw? It feels to me like that's the best he could hope for right now. Oh, horrible luck. Lol. Feels bad, man. But that little bit of poor luck was the least of your problems, Greyson. What a fun fight, though. Very violent. I like it. Yeah, 6 heat sinks. It's not bad. You know, he gets to waddle behind here. Maybe he gets some real work done. This could potentially be fatal if it all hit RT, which is unlikely, but if it did, it could potentially be fatal. Oof. It was a very good hit, but this quick draw is dead. And honestly, it could have been killed a lot more cleanly by MagMalloy just jumping away and lasering him from large laser maximum range. No need for him to be in brawling range. Splat! Oof. GG. Well, that was interesting. Well, I actually found that was probably my most difficult game to commentate because it was just such a violent and what's the word? It was a rich tapestry of fist fighting and barroom violence, but I'm not really sure it had much tactical elegance. I mean, if we're gonna look at it tactically, if I'm just gonna like rewind here, the cicada are getting targeted down. I'm not sure that made much sense, to be honest, early on. This bit of the battle was the bit that really bugged me in a way. And the reason why it bugged me was because the two Greyson's quick draws were here, and these blackjacks were just like right on the front line. And basically, the more mobile quick draws were just begging to jump up onto this high ground here where this blackjack with 2 evasion tokens is. And just constantly shoot it in the back. And once a quick draw is on top of a blackjack, it can't get away because quick draw has got 6 jump jets and the blackjack's only got 4. So Greyson would be at complete liberty to put his superior alpha into the soft and tender nether regions of MagMalloy's blackjacks, and MagMalloy would be able to do very little about it. Likewise, if I was MagMalloy here, I wouldn't have these blackjacks on the front line like this. I would be jumping them away and constantly sniping with them because that is a role that suits these mechs. And their position on the front line here let the turkey get behind them. Not that the turkey really could have done anything, but it opened him up here to being pinned down by these 2 quick draws and really punished for his transgressions. But it was not the case in this fight. That is not how it played out. So anyway, an interesting fight, but I'm not sure you guys at home want to learn anything from it. Wonderfully violent, but the room in which we kept the tactics perhaps was sterile. And I don't mean that in a mean way. You know, it's obvious to me because that's how I think. I'm always thinking about movement. It's if you've watched my There Are 4 Lights campaign, for me the game is like 70-80% getting the perfect position and 20% dumping my firepower into the rear or side or leg. You know, really surgically putting that firepower where it's going to do the most damage. And the quick draw is just so great at that because of its unbelievable mobility. And when it jumps at full power, it generates so many evasion tokens that it's really hard to do anything about it getting up in your face. Despite its soft armor, its incredible evasion token generation when jumping, along with bracing if you don't fire, means it's quite difficult to actually get rid of that limited armor. And I don't feel like either player here made good movement turns. It seemed like they wanted to fire every single turn and wasn't really thinking about positioning for that one fantastic shot instead of just shooting every turn. But yeah, I don't want to be too critical. This was a fun match, and it was very close and very entertaining, and I enjoyed it a lot. Lots of areas to improve, I think. If these 2 guys are watching this and you're thinking about improvement, those are my honest thoughts, and I try not to shy away from being honest and being critical, but it was a good fight and I hope to see more of them. So anyway, I hope you guys watching this as well, viewers, enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.